and welcome once again to Cardiff in South Wales. The Pro Box Roadshow moves again. Barry Hearn's Match from Boxing in association with Di Gardner and Kevin Haid tonight, and an old Pro Box favourite, Mark Reefer, against local boy Andy DeAbrau. Now, Mark Reefer, well, in his last fight back in June, he took a bit of a hammering. That was against Pedro Gutierrez of Argentina at the Royal Albert Hall. Up for grabs was the WBC International Super Featherweight contest. We join it near the end. Mark Reefer in the black trunks. Reefer coming unstuck then against Gutierrez, but defending his Commonwealth Super Feather title against Sugar Gibiliru in Oldham, it was a very different story. The right uppercut doing the business for Mark Reefer. Tonight, after an 8-month layoff, he seeks to re-establish domestic supremacy. Eamonn Loughran, that brilliant young Irish prospect, is in action against the Gloucester boy Nick Meloscia. And also the Welsh flyweight titles up for grabs too. Regan against Jenkins. Live and exclusive now on Pro Box. Good evening. Welcome live to ringside at the Splot Leisure Centre in Cardiff. I'm David Brenner. Sitting alongside me is Jim McDonnell. And we've trekked down to Welsh Wales through the snows. And I'm glad we made the trip. This is one of my favourite venues. And as usual, we've got the usual packed house here at the Star Leisure Centre. And we've got a pretty good contest to set the ball rolling tonight as well. Welterweight bout, Eamonn Loughran from Belfast against Nick Meloscia of Gloucester. And here comes Meloscia into the ring. Remember, we last saw him on Pro Box against Mickey Hughes. He was bummed out inside a round then. Oh, cute. No disgrace in losing to Mickey Hughes, the form he's been in over the past year, 18 months. The usual statistics compiled by George Zeleny, the editor of Boxing Monthly. And Meloscia having his 16th fight tonight. And a former great British favourite. There you can see there right in the middle, Chris Sanagar, ex-light welter. A man who always gave value for money wherever he fought and whoever he fought. And he's looking better now, Jimmy, than he did in his fighting days.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris earlier and he told me he's looking better as well. So I said to him, Chris, self-praise is no praise, but I didn't argue with him because we know that Chris can get a bit hot-headed.
Well, Freddie King leading in Eamonn Loughran, 20 years old, the 1987 World Amateur Junior silver medalist. He won that in Havana, Cuba. Unbeaten as a professional. We've seen him on that Benal Medina bill when he bombed out Paris Johnson in 2 rounds. More recently when he fought the durable Mickey Morrison, and that went the full trip. But 20 years of age, he's got to be one of the better welterweight prospects in Britain, Jim.
Eamonn Loughran is a kid I'm very excited about. He's a tremendous prospect. You know, I've watched him over his last few fights, and you know, the boy's got class. But what says it all really is, although it's early days as a professional, he was actually a silver medalist in the World Amateur Championship. That's a tremendous pedigree.
Well, into the ring comes Eamonn Loughran. Our MC tonight is Mike Goodall.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of Gardner and Haid Promotions in association with Matchroom Boxing, we would like to welcome viewers on Screen Sport in the United Kingdom and Scandinavia and Czechoslovakia, Sports Canal in Germany, Sportnet in Holland, TV Sport in France and Belgium, to professional boxing at Star Leisure Centre, Splot in Cardiff. Your officials for the boxing this evening are all appointed by the Welsh Council of the British Boxing Board of Control. Your first contest this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is a welterweight contest of 6 3-minute rounds between, introducing in the red corner from Gloucester, wearing the blue and white trunks, would you please welcome Nick Meloscia. And in the blue corner, wearing the green and white trunks from Ballymena in Ireland, Eamonn Loughran. At the weigh-in today, Loughran scaled 10 stone 11.5 pounds, Meloscia 10 stone 9 pounds. Your timekeeper for this contest is Mr. Gordon Pape, the referee Mr. Roddy Evans.
Well, Roddy Evans, the referee, bringing Loughran in. And I know that this is a big moment for Eamonn, because when we were over in Benel Medina, his fight with Paris Johnson came on too early for our transmission, so it wasn't shown over in Ireland, and he was very disappointed, was Eamonn. Well, this is going out tonight to Ireland, so K. Meloscia to everybody over there. Let's hope Eamonn puts up a good showing tonight. Round 1 was scheduled for 6.
Eamonn don't take no time to enter into any kind of rhythm in his contest. He likes to go out and unload from the off.
Well, in his last fight, this is exactly what he tried to do against Mickey Morrison, but the Welsh boy was so durable that Eamonn had to settle for a points win. But he does have a good dig.
And one of the great things about him is he really likes to bang good shots to the body. See, Meloscia's tucking up. He knows Loughran's going to be dangerous all the time.
No, Meloscia is not a puncher. And if he starts getting into a war against Loughran, there can only be one outcome.
As we speak about the contest, he's just got through with a couple of good shots of his own. Meloscia got through with a good right hand and a good short, solid left hook as well. And another good left hook there.
That rocked him.
Absolutely. I'd just like to see Eamonn slide down a little bit and start working for his openings rather than just walking in and trying to land a big bomb. He needs to set him up with a little bit of skill and use the craft of it. Now maybe Eamonn's trying to do a similar result to his stablemate Mickey Hughes, but Mickey's a good solid puncher against anyone. I'd just like to see Eamonn concentrate on his own ability and work it out for himself.
Well, Mickey Hughes found that body shots were effective against Meloscia. Inside the last minute. Oh, the left hook.
Good shot.
Chris Senegal waving him up. Eye contact between the boxer and his corner.
Come back with a good
right-hander.
He's trying to go yelling from the corner to get his chin down, his hands up. Solid advice and good advice. Let's hope Meloscia takes it.
He's quite easy to hit Loughran in this opening round. Not cute. So is Meloscia again, down second time.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, counted out.
Well, it's a first round win for Eamonn Loughran, and that's a good result on his record. But, you know, just like looking towards the future, I think he took 1 or 2 shots that he could have possibly avoided, but, you know, it's easy to say from this side of the ropes.
He took shots maybe, Loughran, that he shouldn't have taken, but you can't argue with the result. And bearing in mind, he had a long layoff. He broke his ankle in a freak training accident. He was out for a run, just jumped over a wall next to his home, landed awkwardly, broke his ankle, and was out of the game for a long, long time. So, let's be fair, maybe a little bit of roughness to be smoothed off, but he's a good prospect, and that's for Nick Meloscia. Well, he gave it his best shot.
2 minutes, 57 seconds of the first round, and Nick Meloscia having failed to beat the count. The winner on a count-out, Eamonn Loughran.
2 minutes, 57 seconds was the official time. Just 3 seconds short. If Meloscia had beaten the count, he'd have made the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation,
that's how it
please,
ended.
Nick Meloscia.
Full credit to Nick Meloscia, you know, he was trying right to the end, but it was a solid right hand. It was the final outcome of that one. Boom, there he is.
He's a damaging puncher, Loughran, there's no doubt about that. And he will have a bright future. As I said, he's only 20, he's got his whole career ahead of him, and I'm sure that that slight openness as he comes in, the fact that he is easy to hit at the moment, that'll be worked out by Freddie King and the boys in the gym. We're going to take a break.